Alright guys, jumping right into it, full steam here with the Trash Panda. I have my first wave of parts here to paint. The bumper is actually going to be 2 colors. And then with the finale, you guys are going to start to see some of the cool customization I'm actually integrating into this paint job. So we've wiped everything down, we're going to get some sealer primer on this stuff, then into base coat, then into some clear. We'll cut back after that. Alright, we're back after the paint. Everything turned out good with the exception of one thing, which I'll show you in a sec here. So I'm not sure, I imagine you guys can somewhat see the blue there. It is very potent. I put a lot of pearl in this. Then moving over to the front bumper here, you can see my black turned completely blue with the pearl. That's how much pearl I put in. So I actually don't totally like this because this black is going to carry out through my Panda themed paint job. So I'm actually going to go ahead and paint this back to straight black and then just re-clear over the whole bumper. So here we have the donor motor for the Trash Panda. I've had this motor tucked away for I feel like 3 years. It's a JDM 205 with the variable valve timing. I have the matching ECU here. The motor has already been tuned. All I gotta do is clean it up, replace the spark plugs, fluids, couple gaskets. Then I have to wire up my car to run the AVCS and I'm all set. Alright, we got our donor intake manifold here. What I'm going to do is throw this guy in the sandblaster to get it roughed up so it is ready for paint. You can see here I've smoothed out the casting line to make the paint go on a little better. Normally this is a really hard edge.
I jumped out as soon as I saw pissing.
Oh, it's the turbo feed line, you dummy. That's an oil flush right there. Don't look over here. My motor just blew a hole.
Oh my god, I wonder if I got it.
Fuck, it's leaking like a motherfucker.
Alright guys, great milestone here. I am now ready to start my motor, which is double convenient because I am also ready to paint the body of the car. So now I can start the motor and drive it into the paint booth. Runs way too good. Alright, we're back here in the paint booth now and we are beginning to mask the car for paint. I just wanted to show you guys this cool little tip. So this molding here is almost absolutely zero tolerance right up to the paint of the car. If you see, it's rather rigid, it's old. If you see, as I pull it back, I actually somehow got primer in down behind there. Obviously I want to get paint down in behind there. I don't want paint on my molding, and I also don't want some sort of stripe along the top when I mask over onto the body. So this is my pro tip. So this is a metal body filler spreader. It's, you know, about as thick as a razor, so very, very sharp. I put it in like that, and then I can get the seal to move forward temporarily. It will find its way back into place as it rests. There, now we've got it like that. Take a bit of tape, and now I've got it held out. Look how deep I just sunk that tape in there. Next step, with kind of a protected screwdriver or something kind of blunt, pressure along there so the molding sticks to your tape. There we go, we just have some tape on the end of a flat screwdriver. Now, my tape is stuck to the molding. And then check this out. So now applying pressure on the tape. Look at this gap now, it's just gonna fall in. There you go, do that all the way around the windshield and you will have an OEM-like finish around your molding. So here we are just about to begin painting, and I'd like to explain the process because this took me almost an entire day in the paint booth to do. First, I had to mask off the white, paint the black base, then I had to mask off the black base, paint the white, put the pearl over top of the white, unmask the black base, and put the clear over the black base because I couldn't put the pearl on it because it just went navy blue. And then lastly, clear coat all the stuff again. Overall, this stuff turned out really good. I'm really happy with it, and it was definitely a bit of a learning curve, but worked out well in the end. guys, we're gonna wrap up part 3 of the Trash Panda there. It's definitely come a very long way. We are currently at 293 hours on this, but we are not done yet. There is still a lot of very exciting things that are going to happen with this car. For starters, we're going to ditch the original wheels. I've got some nice wheels. I'm gonna keep them a surprise till the next video. And we are also going to replace the suspension and set the ride height. And then lastly, by the end of the next video, we are gonna get into what we are gonna do with this car. Because I certainly do not need another car, and hopefully one of you guys do. I also want to give a big shout out to my wife for helping me through this project. She did the initial sand and almost all of the primer sanding. You know, without her help, honestly, this probably would have taken me another 3 weeks up to this point. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this series so far. Until the next one, make sure you stay tuned if you want a chance to own this car.